Well, there is a shortage of drugs for life-threatening illnesses, including cancer. Is it putting patients' lives at risk? As News 4's Dr. Peter Ostrow reports, the FDA is trying to figure out what to do about it.
The FDA heard testimony about a nationwide shortage of many drugs, including some important chemotherapy agents. One of them is Doxil, used by some patients with ovarian cancer.
We found out in late June that the drug would not be available from the manufacturer when one of our orders was not filled by our wholesaler.
Dr. Adams is chief of the pharmacy service at Roswell Park. He needed to know how long that shortage would last.
We did some checking on the drug company's website and found out that it was a manufacturing problem and that it probably would be a prolonged shortage.
So some patients had to be treated with different drugs. Doxil is one of 6 drugs that can be used for the type of ovarian cancer that doesn't respond to platinum-based chemotherapy. They all work, but they have different side effects.
You choose an equally effective drug, or a generally equally effective drug, and you just plan on how to treat the different toxicities.
That's okay for the time being, but the number of shortages has been climbing dramatically, and some gray market suppliers have taken advantage.
I hear that they are out there and they are charging an exorbitant price for drugs that are short. It is an issue.
That hasn't affected Roswell so far, but we need a long-term solution.
We've got an issue with the manufacturing system, and we need to get the FDA and the manufacturers to work together and try to figure out a way to make sure this doesn't happen anymore.
Now, that's a tall order because there are many factors that play into these shortages. There could be contamination in the manufacturing process, or shortage of raw materials, or a company might stop making a generic drug because they're not making money on it.
What real power, though, does the FDA have here? What can they do about this?
Right. Well, they can't compel a company to manufacture a drug. One thing they could do is craft a warning system so that if a shortage is approaching, other companies might produce more, and then hospitals could stockpile critical drugs in case of an interruption in supply. But this has to be all worked out through Congress. They have to get the authority to do that.
Well, that's a big problem there. All right. Thanks so much, Doctor.